Are you ready to do some decluttering? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. I'm going to share with you the things that I have found as I've been going through my daily routines, just whatever I'm doing. I found some things that I'm ready to let go of, and so I've been just piling them up, waiting till I had enough stuff that I felt it was worth doing a video and sharing it with you. So if you're ready to do some decluttering, grab your stuff and come on, and we'll do it together. And if you've already got a pile of stuff and you're ready to let it go, let me know down in the comments. What did you declutter, or what you gather today? Anyway, I am going to start with these shower caps. I have two here. Now, the last time I did an around the house decluttering, I was gonna let this one go and forgot to grab it. And so now I have this one as well. I had grabbed this one out to use, not realizing that it was just one of those kind that you get at a hotel, and so it didn't last very long. It's already starting to tear up. But anyway, I'm gonna let both of these go. I have a couple in my linen closet, so I can just grab a replacement out very easily. Another thing that I have that we are not going to keep because our cats did not like it, there's a stuff called Cosequin, and we got this for PJ. She's been having some little health problems, and so we got this hoping that it would help her, but she was not interested. And so rather than just keeping them until they just go bad and then we throw them away, I'm going to post them on Buy Nothing and see if anybody else has a cat who might benefit from this, and I'll just pass it along to someone else. They're kind of pricey, so I would rather, you know, that someone else not have to pay for them and not be able to use them. They can try it out, and if it doesn't work for them, they can pass it along as well. And then we have, I don't have very many this time, but we have some of those plasticware things that you get when you go to a restaurant. We rarely ever use those, so I'm going to go ahead and toss them. I do keep just a few in the drawer, but any extra that doesn't fit into my little bin, I have a little bitty bin. If it doesn't fit in there, I just go ahead and let them go. So that's all we have this time. We don't really eat out a whole lot anymore. We used to eat out more when both of us were working, but since, well, actually neither of us are working now. Randy has retired, so if you didn't hear that in my last video, Randy has retired now, and so neither of us are working, so we'll probably be cooking at home even more than we were. Another thing that I found that is restaurant related, we got something and it had a bunch of hot sauce in it. Actually, I think when they did a little retirement party for him at work, they sent some of the stuff home with him. I think it was chicken or something. It was from a restaurant that he liked. They did a little party, and they did a Randy party. He's a very picky eater, and they had foods that Randy likes. So that was very nice of them. But Randy doesn't eat hot sauce, and neither do I. But this came too. We don't need it. So that is going. We also have just 3, but those little bread ties, and I show these because, and I've showed them before when we've let them go. But I try to remember to show something that's something I used to hang on to and I don't anymore. And that's because now I declutter and I realize I don't need to keep all of these. I keep a few, but I don't keep them all. And so I want to continue to show stuff like that because I want it to be a reminder to let go of the extras of things like this. So if I wasn't doing a video, it would already be gone. But I'm doing a video, so I hang on to them. And another thing that I found that I used to keep all of were hangers, whether they came from a store or the bought kind or whatever. Now this one, it's still perfectly fine. It's the kind from a store when you buy clothing, but I don't need it because I have plenty of hangers. And this one also, and this one's pretty old. This one I found in the closet today. That one and this one both I found when I was hanging Randy's clothes up. But we don't need it, so I'm letting it go. And this one is it's one of the kind you buy at the store, but it had something heavy hanging on it, and so it's stretched it out, and it's not really working well. I could try to fix that, but I don't need to because I have plenty. I'm just going to let it go. I used to hang on to stuff like that feeling like I really needed to fix it, but I don't feel like that anymore. Decluttering really does change your mindset on some of these things. Another thing that I used to hang on to a lot, and I don't anymore, old toothbrushes. Now I will keep a few old toothbrushes just for cleaning, scrubbing, whatever. And then when they get dirty or nasty or I don't want them anymore, I toss them. So there's always a replacement coming though, right? Because we're always getting a new toothbrush. And so I hang on to a few, but I don't need this one. And then we also have a couple of things that are cat related, in addition to the Cosequin. I have a couple of, well, this is one. I have a blanket, and it's just an inexpensive blanket. We got it one year at Christmas, and the cats, they liked it, and they laid on it and stuff, but last year they laid on it a couple of times during the winter, and then they just never laid on it again. So I decided to just not hang on to it. They never did lay on it again. I left it in the same place, and finally I decided, well, obviously they're not going to lay on it right now. It is a hot summer, so they're not going to lay on it right now. But they had already quit laying on it, so I'm going to go ahead and just let it go. Another pet can use it somewhere. Mine are not using it, so I don't need to keep it. And then we have another little mouse. We let go of our kitty toys before Christmas, and we were going to get them all new toys. And we got them a little pack of mice to play with at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, and they enjoy them. They play with them. Both of them play with them. And so we just never did go buy any more cat toys, not the expensive kind. We just go over every once in a while and get one of these. And so what happens is they're not real well made or anything, but they open them up, and so they don't cost that much. They enjoy them. They come in several in a pack. When I find one that's busted open, I just go ahead and toss it. So there's another one of those. Also, 'tis the season, or it was the season of graduations, and we had a couple of graduations. We got graduation cards. We have one here that we did not use. I'm not going to hang on to it. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it along, and maybe somebody else can use it next year or whenever someone else has a high school graduation. But I am not going to hang on to that one. I have one person who is going to be graduating next year that I know about, but it's a girl, and I didn't want to get that card for her. I would get her a different one. Another thing that I have, and this was given to me as a birthday gift, not on my last birthday, but I think the one before, pretty sure. And I got another one coming up. So it took me a while, but I did watch these two and enjoyed them, but I don't need to keep them. These are The Chosen, Season 1 and Season 2, and I watched them already. I finished the other day, and I decided that I am not going to keep these because I probably won't watch them again, and I am going to pass them along to someone else who might enjoy it. I may even ask the person who gave it to me if she would like to have them back in order to pass them along to someone else, because perhaps she knows someone else that she would like to share this with. She really loved them and went out and bought those for me for my birthday, and so that's why I think possibly she might have someone else that she would want to pass them along to. And then I also have a little card here that was for a birthday card or a birthday party, a little invitation. I don't need to keep that. And let's see, we already went to the party. It was very fun. And then I have a purse here. This is my purse. See how big that purse is? Not very big. And I carried it for a really long time. It came from 31. My niece sells that, and I had this purse, carried it a long time, but it's starting to show bits of wear on it, and so I had decided to switch out my purse. I don't carry a big purse. That way I can't put too much in it because it'll hurt my neck. And I thought about doing a purse clean out and swap video, but I never did do it. And I was like, I need a new purse. So I decided to just go ahead and do it and stick it in this little pile. So in that pile, or in that purse, I found there was a baggie with Kleenexes or something in it. And also I found, let's see, an old insurance card or something, a couple of old insurance cards, some Kleenexes, a peppermint, and a receipt. And I'm actually going to toss the peppermint. Another thing that really kicked me in the butt to go ahead and get rid of my purse was that my niece's husband, he's very funny. And he bought us this cute little gag gift. And I didn't know, and I put it in my purse. I took it out of the envelope it came in, and I put it in my purse. And it was a picture of him, and it made a smell, but it was kind of oily, and it stayed. It's still there. This was Christmas, okay? It's July, and it's still there, the smell. And, well, this purse smells better now. There's nothing in it, but everything else, and I'm not going to eat that peppermint. But this was also in there, and I had change in it, and it still smells like that stuff. And it's cute as a button, but I can't do the smell. I don't like it. So that is going to go. And then another thing that I am letting go of, and this has been on my mind for a long time to let this go. And this is something when you have something that keeps popping in your brain every time you see it, that you're going to let it go. Eventually, you're going to let it go. I mean, that's just how it's going to work. You're eventually going to let it go if you're decluttering. And this is one of them. And this I've been using as a little happy. Little happies are things that I'm not quite ready to let go of. So I stick them somewhere where I will see them and enjoy them, but they're not right out in the open. So I had this where from my bed, I could see where it was. And it was really cute, and I enjoyed it. And it's a canvas picture, but also a necklace here that was really cute. And so I hung that on there. And I have this in my bedroom, and I could see it. And I keep thinking, well, I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to let it go. So finally, after over a year of thinking that way, I took it out, and I put it in the pile. And I haven't missed it. So I am ready to let it go. So that is going. And I also have this shirt. And I wear this shirt from time to time. I don't like this shirt. I've never liked this shirt. I like the color, but I don't like the shirt. And so finally I decided that I no longer want to wear this shirt that I don't like. So it's going. And I have this cardigan, and I wore this a lot. I don't really, it's not really itchy, but it's not soft either. I don't really like gray. I had a lot of gray stuff because that was all I could find when I was working, and it would sometimes be cold where I was working. So I would have, you'd have a sweater on and off. And so I had a few, and I've worn this one around the house. I wore it to work. And finally, I'm like, I'm just so tired of pulling this thing out. I don't love it. And so it's going. I'm going to let it go. And then also I have this pair of casual pants. I have 4 pair. They're different designs, but I have 4 pair of these. I have been wearing these since before I quit working. I had them for a while. I quit working in February of 2019, and I have been wearing them. I've worn them so long that these got holes in them. So these are going. I'm still wearing the other 3 though. I've tried to go shopping to find clothes because I need clothes, and I don't like any that I'm finding, so I'm just still wearing those same ones I had before. I also had a sports bra. We're not gonna look at that, but I've had that for at least that long as well, and I think the elastic stuff is starting to go bad in it because when I wear it, it itches me now, and so I decided to just go ahead and let that go. And I have another one that I had not worn, and it does not do that. So I'm pretty sure that that's what's wrong with it. And then I also have several pairs of footies here. I don't know. I had another pair too, but I went ahead and tossed them because one of the cats threw up and I stepped in it. I just threw it away. I'm not I'm not even going to wash it. But I have several pairs of black footies and a couple of others that got holes in them. So all of those can go. And then I have these 3 towels, and I had some towels that I really liked, and they have this textury thing, and I thought, oh, I want to get some more of those. I had bought what they had, and so I went back and looked, and they had more, so I bought some, but they weren't the same. It says the same thing on the tag, but they are different fabric. They feel a little bit different. And the thing I don't like about these is that hair sticks to them. I cannot stand that. That drives me absolutely crazy. And then when I washed them in the washer, every hair in the world attached, and I had to clean them off. No, I don't have time, patience, or anything else to deal with that. So those are gone. And then, oh, I almost missed this one. I have a little thing of lotion here. I have already decluttered, I don't know how many of these, but there's, when Randy was working, sometimes they would give a little gift. You know, I don't know who it was, but somebody would put together a little gift and give to people, and they apparently liked this stuff because they would always give one of these, and I don't like it, and he don't like it, so another one is going to be going. And the other day, the other day I was reading a book, and I decided, I finished my book. Sorry. The other day I finished a book I was reading, and so I decided to go get another book so that I could, start reading another book. And when I went into my bookshelf, suddenly I just found books that I'm ready to let go of. So one of them is this one. When I pulled the book out, I kind of flipped through it. I thought, I don't like the way this one is written. It's written not really like have you ever seen the books that are like a poem? The story is told in poem form. I like poetry. I write poetry, but I don't like novels that are written like that. They just don't appeal to me. And this one's not exactly like that, but it's kind of like that. And I just really, it just doesn't appeal to me. So I decided I'm not even going to bother reading that one. And then I also, these are the ones that, if I can pick them up here, sorry. These are the ones that when I was looking for a book, these were on the shelf below. And I just started flipping through, and I found all of these books to let go of. So one of them is Yoga for All, and this one is the Wharton's Stretch Book. This one is Prevention's Guide to Looking Fit and Fabulous at 40 Plus. Well, I'm way past that, but yeah, I don't need that. And this one is Denise Austin, Shrink Your Female Fat Zones. Okay. None of these are working because you actually have to do this stuff to make them work. And let's see, 8 weeks to a younger body. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen either. 8 minutes in the morning. You can see a theme here. Stretching. And getting over getting older. I'm okay with getting older. And this one, I have had this one. A lot of those I bought like at the Half Price bookstore. I did not buy this one at the Half Price bookstore. I don't know where I got it, but I don't think it was Half Price. But I bought this a long time ago, and some of you may remember this. The Body Principle. Yeah, I don't care what I do, I'm not going to look like that. Never did, never will. But that was never my goal anyway. So anyway, those are the ones I found when I was looking for a book. But also, I have been lately reading my books, the ones that I kept, because I kept a few, because I do like to read, and so I kept a few to read. So I have Where She Went, and We All Looked Up, Wild Swans, The Long Goodbye, a memoir, I don't know if you can see it, and Where Yesterday Lives. All of those I've read. And also, I read, these are all by the same author. This was a trilogy about this cat named Mac. So Mac on a hot tin roof talked to the paw, and The Secret Life of Mac. And then when I got done with those, I started reading her next trilogy. And I only had 2 of the trilogy, but I've read these 2. I don't know if I'll get the third one. I might. This one is called, and the author is Melinda Metz, by the way. That is not me. Same initials, same first name, not me. Fox Crossing and Crazy Like a Fox. I don't know if I'll get the third one. I might. We shall see. But anyway, I think that's it. Let me know down in the comments if you did some decluttering today. Till next time, happy decluttering.